Hi Saga, how are you doing? Yes, it's raining. We are getting thunderstorms and rainstorms today, and probably some winds and some bad weather. I just wanted to show you all a little bit of how a rainstorm in Tennessee looks like. You just had your dinner? Nice. I'm about to make some lunch, but I'm not that hungry yet, so I'm probably gonna wait a little bit longer. Pleasant weather. Yeah, it's nice. I like rain. It's very relaxing. Yeah, I have to make some Oscar food tomorrow for my dog, for everyone that's new. Um, he still has one more portion for tomorrow, I think. And then I think on Saturday I'll probably cook for the dog. So I'll do a live stream for that too. Yes, I agree. Super relaxing. So yeah, feel free to watch the rain. I'll do some chores around the house. And Thunderstorm is starting now, so yeah, please feel free to watch and relax, everyone. And you might see some lightning strikes pretty soon. And I'll just work around the house and do my kitchen or clean my kitchen. So please enjoy. don't you bring food for the supermarket? I have some food saga from the supermarket sometimes if I don't have time, but usually when I have the time I will cook for Oscar, and he doesn't really like the food from the supermarket. He's a very picky eater and spoiled. I agree, Saga. I love listening to rain. That's why I thought I'm gonna share it with y'all. I just think Tennessee rainstorms are just really intense, and it's getting windy now, so I hope it's not gonna get too bad. Hi, Jerica. I'm glad it's nice for you to fall asleep too. Hopefully it helps with falling asleep. Sometimes I listen to rain videos when I don't, or when I have trouble falling asleep. It helps me a lot. Nice view. Yes, it's very nice here. Nice climate, I agree. You listen to music, rainfall, a train soundtrack. Nice. Do you love hiking isolated areas? I do love hiking, yes. Anywhere really. I've never been to the Pacific Crest, unfortunately. I've never been to the west side of America. Have you rewatched Annabelle? No, but I brought it up. So we're actually planning on watching it pretty soon, probably sometime on the weekend, I assume. But yeah, it's definitely on my list, so thanks for reminding me. That was a funny reference that you made, by the way, referring my dress to the movie, but I definitely know what you were referring to, what you meant. Just those kind of historical dresses. They always show up in horror movies. I think there's some lightning going on. It's right above us. Can you see the lightning strikes? Scary. The sky turned a little bit of a different color now. Nice. Thunderstorms in Tennessee are always a little bit scary because you never know if there will be any tornado warning or tornado risk with them, because it's always a high chance here in Tennessee that a thunderstorm will also bring some potential tornadoes. Oh wow, that was right here. That one hit the ground. That was somewhere on the left. You couldn't see on camera. Yeah, welcome to Tennessee. Tennessee thunderstorms are something else. That's why I'm never gonna be outside if there's a thunderstorm, not even have my windows open or anything like that. Hi, Marco. Are you getting the thunderstorms too right now? I thought it will take a little bit until they get to Ohio. Ooh, it's gonna be loud, guys. It just hit the ground on the left side, I saw it. That was a long one. Huh, must be far away. That was really far away. The sound still hasn't reached us yet. And I saw a huge lightning strike going on the ground. Don't mind come to Ohio, right? I gotta see an Ohio thunderstorm. It's all moving away from us now. I think we made it to the worst, but that was just the beginning. We'll have some more later on. Hi, Shuriken-san. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just watching the thunderstorm, y'all. We made it to the worst. At least the rainstorm is over, so now we're just waiting for the thunder to pass through. And one of them was really loud. It was like right above us. I think it's moving east as usual. Are you getting anything over there, Shuriken? I think Marco already got some, he said. You're just back from shopping? At the graduation party for your daughter? Nice. Sounds fun. You definitely got a lot of reasons to celebrate. Whoa, that was gonna be loud. Oh no, okay, it's not too loud, even though it's right here. The sound was just a second after the lightning strike. course it's over. I could hear thunder. Not any rain. The wife is not there. Thank you, Kamal. Welcome. Welcome back. Close your ears, everyone. It might be loud. I just saw a big thunder on the lightning strike. Too bad they're not all on camera. You guys only see the one side. There's a lot of lightning going on the left, but I don't want to move my camera. I just found a nice spot where my phone wouldn't fall. Thanks, Kamal. It's very green. That's why I like it. I think Georgia is probably even more green than Tennessee. It's a little bit further in the south. The price of Glamorgy? Is that like a drink? Marco might be able to answer that. Raining, yes. Is it raining at your place too, Kamal? Or are you referring to here? And yes, it's raining and thunderstorm. We get all the good weather today. And we get the wind later too. So we're on a high wind warning and possible tornado warning watch. At least it's there's a potential, but we're not under a watch right now, but maybe later. Super green here, and I need to yeah, I will be on later again, Shuriken. I'm gonna make some food. I just want to show you guys a little bit of a Tennessee drizzle. Take care, Shuriken. Don't be outside when the thunderstorm is over you. Be careful. And don't get washed away by the rain. Each 3-second delay between lightning and thunder, 1 kilometer to centers away. Yes, it's what my grandma taught me. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and thanks for the hearts. Catch you later. It might be around, I don't know, probably 5 or 6. Yeah, probably 5-ish. But yeah, only if you got time. If not, I'll cook by myself. That's totally fine. Enjoy the day, everyone. Yeah, I enjoy it too, Kamal. It's beautiful. I love the green trees. I hope we get some more lightning strike. Or strikes. I'm so glad we caught that really big one on camera. What will you make today? Man. Just missed that one on the left. There was a big lightning strike on the left, but it wasn't on camera. I have to think. Eventually lasagna, or it's a good question. What am I gonna make? I don't have much in my fridge, so maybe a potato salad or lasagna, something like that. I was planning on making a video maybe tomorrow, like cleaning up my fridge. I have one of those already on my channel from a couple months ago, almost a year, I would say. Yeah, it's been almost a year, I think, that I did a fridge clean out where I just take everything out of my fridge and my freezer and put it on my kitchen counter, and then we just see what we have, just get an overview. And then the challenge is to not go shopping at all for like a week or so and use up everything that's in the fridge and see how long we can last with that and how many meals we can make out of that. And I like those kind of challenges because, one, I can finally clean out my fridge and freezer and pantry and saves money because I'm not going out for eating or buying food. And I can show you guys some recipes and do what I like, cook and create recipes, so I think that would be fun. Ich muss auch noch kochen. Oh yeah, mushroom again, yes, eventually. Although I don't even know if I have mushrooms right now. Everybody's gone playing mini golf, they will get housed down. Playing mini golf in that weather, nice. Good for them. Oh, sorry guys, didn't mean to move the camera. Gar kein Bock. Ja, bei mir auch so semi. Deswegen Livestream weniger schlimm. Hast du vor, Livestream zu machen eventuell, Christine? Beim Kochen oder so? Ich mag es ganz gern, weil erstens ist man dann nicht allein in der Küche und es ist weniger langweilig. Und man ist doppelt produktiv, weil ich momentan zu faul bin, um Videos zu machen oder meine Videos zu schneiden. Wenigstens Livestream statt Videos, denke ich mir dann. Und es macht Spaß, mit Leuten zu reden, während man kocht. I have to stay here because of the house cleaners are working right now. Oh, I got you. Which language to make for today? Oh, what language? Sorry, I was just switching to German, Kamal. Because I have a German friend here, or 2 German friends in the chat right now. So sometimes I switch to German when I read German without thinking about it. Sorry. Irgendwann vielleicht. Klingt gut. I love the all experiment on Marcus. Oh yeah. Marcus experiments are always interesting. Nerve-wracking. Genug Videos. Schneiden muss ich die Videos auch noch. Ja, ich muss auch noch so viele Videos schneiden. Ich muss noch eins. I still have one in Florida. I'm just going to switch back to English, Christina, because you understand both. I still have to finish the last Florida vlog. The one where we go to the beach with Oscar or into the ocean, where he's in the, like, trying the ocean for the first time. Like, he's trying the water. And it was just a funny moment. And just seeing him walking into the ocean was just cute. So I really want to share that one with you. So that's the next one I'm uploading, probably tomorrow. I was planning on tonight, but I don't think I'll make it. So tomorrow's more realistic. And then I have a couple others. I don't even remember. So many videos I still have to edit. It's just hard when you know the struggle, Christina, when you have another, like a normal job, you know, outside of YouTube, and then just combining YouTube and your normal job. It's just not always very easy. And then you have other stuff to do, like house chores, your animals, running errands, other stuff you gotta do, paperwork and whatnot. I'm doing good, Kamal. Thank you. I'm just enjoying my day off today. I had a meeting yesterday until late. I came home, I think like 8 or so. And then we went to a friend. Those friends with the frogs, like the pond. Some of you might remember the pond and the frogs that I live streamed from a couple days ago, or last week, I think. And yeah, we had some food over there. And so it was a pretty long day, but it was good. And today is my day off. And yeah, I just did some house chores. I was cleaning the house or the apartment for a couple hours this morning. And then I watched an episode of my Japanese show. And yeah, now the Thunderstorm started, and I thought I'm gonna stream a little bit. But I have to stream a little bit later when I cook food. Or at least I was planning on doing that. I don't have to, but I would like to. Sweet mom's kids in surgery today. Oh, do you know what happened? That's sad. I hope it's just a routine or nothing too bad. Tremendous. Started learning German from songs. How long would it take? From songs, I mean, you'll definitely learn something. So it's hard to say how long that would take, but I think just from song, wow, did you see that? I think you only saw half of them, but there was like a couple over on the right side and like another few on the left side. So it's like 4 or 5 lightning strikes going down at the same time. Yeah, I think that would take quite a while, Saga, if it's only from songs, and I don't know if it's possible. She did not give me details with her kid. Okay, yeah, Sweden's healthcare system, you're right. At least that, so. Ich muss noch so viel aufräumen. Ja, kenne ich gut. Ich muss noch Wäsche machen heute. Plan war eigentlich Mutterdienstag. Bisher habe ich nicht wirklich viel gemacht und heute Morgen wäre so die letzte Chance, bevor ich wieder zur Arbeit Oh. Ah ja, du hast die Woche frei gehabt, oder? My English isn't so... That's okay. Well, at least you understand it. And your English is good. I heard you talk. That's just a typical German thing to say that English is not good. I feel like every German person I know always does that. Hi, Christopher. Just checking in, planting some petunias in my pots on the porch, and sat down a minute to join you in the chat. Ooh, did you see that lightning strike? Did everyone see that, or did you blink? Thanks for stopping by, Christopher. Always appreciate it. And it sounds good that you're planting some petunias. Here is not really gardening weather today. It's very Tennessean. Rainstorm, then we had a thunderstorm, but I think it's about to be over. We're just gonna see some more lightning strikes in the back or behind the trees. I think it's just it passed, and there might be another line of storms coming in an hour or so. But yeah, I hope you will stay dry in Ohio. Although for the plants it might be nice to get some rain, but I guess Ohio gets enough rain already, so you probably don't have to worry about that. Excellent. Oh wow. Ooh. That's rough. Okay. Oh man. I'm sorry for her. Oh, you saw it? Nice. Yeah, I hope she'll let us know how it worked out and everything is okay. First time I feel empathic because she went through so much already. Yeah, that sounds rough. You have this week holidays and then I must go to work. I know. It's always the worst part when you had a week of vacation or holidays, like we say in Germany or Europe, and then it's the last day or you only have the weekend left. But at least you still have just Friday, yeah, Saturday, Sunday. So you still got 2 days left to do all the things that you wanted to do. But I definitely understand you, Christina. I would be the same. I would just push it off until the very last day and do it all on Saturday or Sunday. After learning, implementation is quintessential, so I need to in language. Well, yeah, that's true. And implementation is essential for sure. That's why I would always suggest finding like a TV show or something. But songs is also good, just learning a song by heart. I had a friend, when I learned Chinese, he told me that it's a good idea to learn some Chinese songs by heart, and it's definitely true. It definitely helps. Tired of rain? Yeah, I bet, especially when you're trying to garden and be outside. Do you have any peonies, Christopher? I think the peonies here in Tennessee are all out now. So I see the peonies everywhere. Christopher's a lamp in the rain will go away. Yeah, we'll see how long that will last, Marco. But an idea. Nice. I love peonies. Even though they bloom so quick and they dry off so fast, so it's like a very quick or short pleasure, but they're very beautiful, I think. It's getting calm now. I think the storm is over. It's moving over to you guys now. I'm sending all the rain over to Ohio. I have to maze for 10 minutes on the hoop. Cross trainer, workout, nice. 2 weeks to apps. Okay, let us know how it worked. Although you already have the apps, so you're good. They are a really beautiful plant that comes back year after year. Yes, exactly. Yeah, just so, I don't want to say loyal because I mean the plant probably doesn't have a choice to not be loyal, but they come back year after year. Yes. It reminds me of our house in Germany. We had that one peony bush outside, and it was very in a very not good spot for the plant because we had a lot of trees around us. So what you see over there, all those green trees, imagine our house basically being surrounded by that, and our house is being right in the middle of that whole luscious green mini forest. So our house had like a huge garden, but there was just so many trees. But our house was right in the middle, so there was not a lot of sun coming through. Only one side had a little bit of a more like grassy patch where there was some sun, but most of it was very much in the shade. So the peonies still came back every year, and since I can think, so they were there for since I was a little toddler, all the way until I moved to America. So they came back year after year. Same with our tulips and Maiglöckchen, daffodils. We never planted any new ones, but they still came every year for at least 15 years or so, or 20 years. I have motivation to tidying. Oh, you don't have the motivation? Yeah, don't blame you. I did it this morning just because it's my day off, and when Colton comes back from work and he sees the whole house being a mess, I don't really have an excuse today since it's my day off, so I was like, okay, let's just do it. I did not enjoy it, but I put on some podcast, or one time or 1 hour was a podcast and one YouTube video as background. If you have some background playing, I think it's not too bad, and just do some stuff around the house. You got a new soundboard for the next live stream? Well prepared. I don't know if I'm ever prepared enough for your stream, Marco. You have a purple and a white on low maintenance. Oh wow, purple, nice. I think ours was like a dark pink, not red, but like a pinkish color. Never had a purple one. Sacrificing a ritual offering. Yeah, Sagar here, it's the same with the lamp. It's also a sacrificial or ritual offering. Like, it's not practiced anymore, but it has some spiritual, or it has like plays a role in the Bible, but it's not practiced anymore, luckily. You remember the most beautiful flower box in Germany? The towns look so beautiful in the summertime. Yeah, that is true, especially in those more medieval towns, those very, not touristy, but old school towns, like the villages and those small towns. They usually take good care of the flowers and the looks of it, and they take good care of planting, and they hire a lot of people for doing that. So yeah, I remember that in Germany always being my favorite time of the year in spring, when the flowers were out everywhere. Thank you, Kamal. We enjoy you being here too. Can you suggest some resources, page or app to learn language? The only app I ever used for learning language, or just I learned a little bit of Italian with the app, and I just used it as a refresher for other languages that I already speak, for vocabulary and stuff. But so Duolingo is one that you can use for free, and it's kind of like a game, so it's the only one that I tried myself. And I think I tried Babbel for a while, but I don't really remember that much, so the only one I can talk about is Duolingo, and it worked pretty well. And yeah, like I said, it's kind of like a game, so it's easy to do the lessons. There's a plane flying. I think it's an army plane, if I'm not wrong. Duolingo is pretty good, I would say. You don't get very far. It's good for the basics if you want to have like an one level in the language. I think you can go up to A2, but I think that's where Duolingo reaches its limits. But yeah, for just the basics, I think it's actually really good. Duolingo, yes. And pages or channels. For Chinese, I like to listen to Chinese Zero to Hero, but I don't know if you were interested in that. You said German, right? So there's this one German YouTube page that I like to show to people that want to learn it. I have to remember the name. What was it? I think it was called Easy German or something. I have to look it up again. I'll let you know later if you're gonna be there for the cooking stream. I have to look it up. I can't use my phone right now since I'm streaming on the phone. But yeah, that's a good video that Colton likes to use too. I do this on my porch and sidewalk even if it doesn't need... Oh, you mean like planting? Oh, did you sweep your sidewalk every morning in Germany? I remember the ladies sweeping all the time. Yeah. So there's actually a name for that, Christopher. People sweeping sidewalks. So if you live in a town and there's like a public sidewalk along your house, it's called kehren. So you have to, we call it kehren, Kehrwoche, so sweeping week. So every household that lives along the street or the path has the, or is not forced, but has to take care of that part of the sidewalk or the parking lot or anything that's close to your house that's designated to it. So usually you also have to do that inside if you live in an apartment building. They don't hire cleaning personnel, but one of the families in the house is what's the word I'm looking for? They have to take care of the cleanliness of the hallways and the stairs. So you have to sweep the stairs yourself, which is kind of annoying, to be honest, and same with the outside. So you have to sweep the sidewalks and the way up to your door. It is kind of annoying, to be honest, but also I think it's a good idea because it makes people more aware of dirt and taking the trash inside and put it into garbage bags and all that and not littering. So people are more aware of or trying to be more clean because they know they have to clean it up themselves. So I think it's a good idea, and it teaches them responsibilities, especially if it's younger people, and kind of working as a team, like taking turns. So I think it's actually a good idea, but maybe I'm just saying that because I'm not in Germany anymore, and if I was back in Germany, I would probably be annoyed doing it. I do this on my porch and sidewalk even if it doesn't need it. That's nice though. I know monks, for example, they sweep every day as like a meditation and just to take care of their surroundings and for the harmonious living with others, just to keep it all neat and clean. So I think it's actually a very nice thing to do. I'll check out the app. Yeah, it should be for free. I have a Super Duolingo and it was cool, but my motivation is not long. A couple of months I stopped to learn English. Yeah, I remember you said that you want to start learning or practicing more with Duolingo. I also just used it for a couple months and then I stopped with Italian and I started Japanese, but it's hard to do Japanese with the characters because it's kind of weird in the app. But yeah, same for me. I did it for a couple of weeks or months and then I stopped. Or Bubble for you? Yeah, remind me if I forgot, Saga. I might forget about it. But let me know if I forget about it. Bubble, I used Duolingo, Christina. Switzerland. Are you from Switzerland, Pamela? I wish this was Switzerland here. I come from the border of Switzerland originally in Germany, and I miss it sometimes. But it's also very nice here in Tennessee. Sweeping is nice exercise, yes. Keeps everything nice and clean. Yes, I love this. Thanks for the explanation. They just were so meticulously clean and active. Yeah, so yeah, it is kind of like a chore that you have to do. Like the whole community has to do it, basically. It's not everywhere. It's kind of dying out, I think. It's more like a traditional thing or like an old school thing. I still had to do it when I went to see my grandma that lived in a little bit of a bigger town, so we had to do it for her all the time. And during university, I had a house where I lived in an apartment where I had to sweep the stairs and everything too. But then I lived in another one where they hired people to do it, but then the rent is going to be a little bit higher. So yeah, it has its benefits to do it yourself, so they save money on janitors. So it all has its purposes. And yeah, honestly, it's not a big deal to do it. And it's also a little bit of a German trait, Christopher, to be meticulous, clean and active, as you say. It can be almost a little tiring because Germans try to out-clean themselves. You know, they want to be like the best, the cleanliest person out of the whole neighborhood. So it's kind of like a competition sometimes for some people. Like my grandma, for example, taught me that your sheets always have to be wider than your neighbor's sheets or underwear. So she taught me a very specific way of doing laundry. My husband hates it when I, or Colton hates it when I always divide or separate the laundry very meticulously into different colors, and I have like a certain way to which one I do first and so on. And yeah, so for everyone that doesn't know, in Germany we don't really use dryers unless you're very lucky and you have one, but it's very rare. So we hang out our laundry out on the laundry line, kind of like here in the 1800s or 1900s, or yeah. I work in this historic settlement, and we always explain to the children that back then we didn't have dryers, so we hung it up. But it's just funny to me when I say that, because in Germany we still do it that way. But yeah, we hang everything up on the laundry line outside or inside the house. We have those like cleaning racks, drying racks, and yeah, when you have your laundry outside, if it's older women, they will always, or at least my grandma was like that, she would always try to have the widest bed sheets out of the whole neighborhood, and some people would give her compliments about how wide her bed sheets were. Just, you know, that's just such a grandma thing, a German grandma thing. Oh, you had to pay for that, Christina? Oh, oops. Didn't know. Have you ever been to Liechtenstein, Luxembourg? I saw a vlog. Is Luxembourg country of ultra rich? I have been to Liechtenstein, Saga, and it's very nice. It's very small, but it has a lot of castles and very medieval towns. It's very pretty. And Luxembourg is for rich. So rich people will sometimes have a bank account in Luxembourg because they have to pay different taxes, and they have like different rights than in other countries. So I don't know, I'd have to look into that, but I know that a lot of rich people have their bank account in Luxembourg because for some reason I think it's different with the taxes and all that, and you have a little bit more freedom with many things. And it's, yeah, I think you could probably say that there's a lot of richer folks there. See you later, Marco. Can't look at the rain any longer. Yeah, I know you have so much rain yourself, so for you it's probably not as relaxing as for other people or for myself. Here in Tennessee, it's usually blue skies and warm, so I love days of rain, and I could watch it all day long. Sometimes I just don't watch any Netflix or TV, and I just watch the rain when it's raining. You are this person, Christopher. So you're German at heart a little bit. You still hang the clothes out. Nice. Yeah, it saves you so much energy too. Because dryers use so much electricity. It's crazy. And yes, it's handy when you're in a hurry and you need something overnight. Because trust me, the struggle is real when you're German and you don't have a dryer and you're a kid or a teenager and you forgot to do your laundry, or your parents didn't do your laundry and you need fresh clothes the next day. More often than not, you would have to wear moist or wet clothes in the morning when you went to school because there wasn't enough time for them to dry if you did it last minute. So yeah, going to school with some wet shirts and all was definitely a very regular thing for me. But in summer I would dry eventually, so only in winter that would be really cold, especially since I had to walk or ride my bicycle to school every day for like 4 miles or so, because my school was in another village, so I had to take my bicycle there in the morning, and school starts very early in Germany. So we started around 7, so I had to leave the house by 6 in the morning with my bicycle, and with wet clothes in winter was not very nice. We used a Trockner. Yeah, you have a Trockner. Okay, so you're one of the lucky ones that have a dryer. If you and your husband ever get time, visit Millersburg in Berlin, Ohio. This Mennonite community still lives older ways. You would love it. Millersburg in Berlin, Ohio. Okay, nice. Yeah, I really... Also because I want to test Marco's statement of Ohio just being a hole that you can never get out of once you get there. So we have to try that out, that theory. And so many people here in the community from Ohio, so I feel like I have to visit Ohio and experience it myself, since you all live there. So let's see what that's all about, why you all moved to Ohio. But thanks for the tip, Christopher. I was excited to learn about new places and add them to my travel list. And Ohio isn't too far from us, so maybe if you just want to do like a weekend trip, that would be cool. Yeah, Christina, I know. The struggle is real, but not anymore. Now I have a dryer. Welcome to America. Although you have a dryer too, even in Germany. I think it's probably becoming more and more common. So many things that are a thing in America swap over to other countries and become a thing there too. Tax structure of India is pathetic. Reason for... Oh, is it really? So you pay a lot of taxes, Saga, you think? Easy weekend trip? Yeah, I think so, especially since he doesn't really mind driving. When we drove to Florida for the weekend, it was really far, but he really didn't mind it that much. He really likes driving. I don't know if I could. I think I couldn't drive longer than 2 hours or 3 hours without getting sleepy. So for us Germans, long drives like that are not that common, because everything is kind of close, and long drives, like 8-hour drives or so, it's kind of just a crazy thought for us. Like, we do it if we go on vacation, but that's like a once a year thing, you know, like going for summer vacation. If you want to drive to South France or Italy or the North Sea, then yes, you would do a long drive like that, but it's just a very like special occasion kind of thing, you know. And we will try use trains, yes, Saga. Later on for my high school, I would take the train for to go to my school, because my school was a little bit further away. So I had to take the train, and I had to actually drive or take the train to Switzerland every morning. And then in Switzerland, I would have to change trains to go to school. And then I went back to Germany, so I had to go from Germany into Switzerland, change trains, and go on another train to go to my school in Germany. Because I live so close to the border that I had to pass through Switzerland to go to school. And yeah, also when we go to vacation, we also, if it's a long ride with a car, we would sometimes take the train instead. A lot of tax to pay, that's why I'm switching to other countries. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I think that's the same thing here. A lot of people or companies go to Ireland at the moment, I think, or for a while now. I think Ireland also has a very interesting tax thing. That's why I think YouTube is based in Ireland, and IKEA, and I think something else. I think, take it with a grain of salt, but I think even McDonald's might have switched to Ireland, or some like one of the big fast food chains, I believe, moved to Ireland, if I'm not wrong. But maybe I misheard that. When stationed in Germany, we always took the bus to get around on the weekends. Oh yeah, I believe that. Me as a kid or teenager, I would also always take the train and go to the Bahnhof. Sounds good, Christina. Yeah, I have to do the laundry too. I have to try to find my motivation as well, so I feel you. Struggle is real. Yep, always the same. Don't worry. Geht nicht nur dir so. Bei mir genau das gleiche. Ich muss nachher auch noch die Wäsche machen. Stream needs more Oscar. Hi Nash. Yes, I agree, but your buddy Oscar is sleeping under the blanket right now, and he doesn't move at all, so I think he's in dreamland right now, and he gets really upset if I wake him up, and he looks very confused every time I lift up the blanket when he's in dream state, so I'm probably just gonna let him sleep for a little bit. But we will be on here later when I make some food, probably some dinner. I don't know what to do yet. I think maybe lasagna or something else. I want to clean out my fridge. I want to get rid of everything that's in my fridge. So we'll see what we have. Suppose if you want to go from Tennessee to Minnesota, which transport would you prefer? From Tennessee to Minnesota, I would definitely take the car, because here in America it's a little bit complicated with public transportation. It's like I don't want to be on the Greyhound, to be honest. It doesn't look too tempting. Greyhound is a bus, but I don't believe there's a train here from Nashville to Minnesota all the way. Yeah, I think the car is probably the best option for that case, Saga. For the cooking, I want to order, but I must try. Oh, you want to go on vacation summer? Oh, I got you. Understand. Kein Problem. Ja, geht mir auch so. Ich würde auch lieber bestellen oder essen gehen später. Aber ich habe noch so viel Zeug im Kühlschrank, was ich loswerden muss. Und schon so lange im Kühlschrank ist. Deswegen ja, muss ich auch kochen. Zusammengehangen, zusammengefangen. Geteiltes Leid ist halbes Leid. Du weißt Bescheid. I see you enjoying another sunny day in Tennessee. Yes. You're taking him out for a woods walk. Think of you. Thanks, Nash. Enjoy the beautiful weather in Florida and the sunshine and the nature. Don't get ate by a crocodile or alligator. I always say crocodile for some reason. And we'll see you later. And thanks for saying hi to us. I always appreciate you, Nash. My crush, when stationed in Kitzingen, drove taxi. Was a Mercedes. She's so cute. Nice. Yeah, a lot of Mercedes here are taxi. Yeah, a lot of taxis are Mercedes. That's the right order. Thank you so much, Christina. I hope you'll have a great day too. Oh, so cute. Danke, Christina. Wir sehen uns nächstes Mal. Vielleicht machst du auch noch mal einen Livestream demnächst oder wenn nicht, schaue ich deine Videos, wie immer. Mache ich beim Kochen später. Bis dann. Tschüss. Und sag Hi zu deinen Katzen bitte. Ganz vergessen. Und habt doch einen schönen Abend zusammen, ihr drei. Greyhound bus facility. Yes, there is a Greyhound bus and there is public transportation around, so it is possible. Oh, it's raining again. Let me check the weather real quick. Sorry guys, I just checked the weather on my computer, just making sure everything is okay and there's no tornado watch or anything crazy like that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna see you later, Saga. Nice talking to you too. I'm gonna start up my kitchen, I guess, or I mean nothing, I gotta start here, but gotta go through the fridge and see what we have, and then start my cooking live stream in a little bit. And yeah, thanks for watching the rain with me, and I hope you enjoyed it and it was relaxing. And yeah, see you guys later hopefully, and if not, I'll see you next time. Bye everyone. Is Oscar up? Oh, I thought I heard him. I'll show you the cat though. Can't have a stream without any animals. Shucks. Are you being cute? Aww. So many stories I could tell about Germany. I bet you are the one that needs to do a live stream one day, Christopher. It was nice talking to you too, Saga, by the way. And as usual. And maybe we can dedicate, like we said that one time, a live stream to you, Christopher, where you tell us all your stories. If you don't want to talk yourself, you can just write them here in the chat and use it as your little platform. I was excited to hear about your stories. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off real quick. And oops. Oh well. Green screen. I'm gonna hop off real quick, and then I will be back on in a little bit once I figured out the whole cooking situation, and I'm gonna make myself a little coffee in my French press. Ain't nobody has money for Starbucks or the patience to be in line to get some coffee. I always make it myself in a French press, and it's much cheaper and better in my opinion. I'm not a huge Starbucks or any coffee place fan, to be honest. I think it's a little bit of a waste of money, and the quality is actually not really good too. We'd love to talk about it. Yay, nice. Win-win. So you can talk about it and we can listen and hear some cool stories. Just gonna make some coffee real quick. y'all wanna hang out for another minute? So, is anyone that's still here a coffee drinker? Christopher, do you like making your own coffee? Do you drink coffee? Do you drink tea? Or none of it? Just water or anything else? And I have to say that I was never a coffee person, believe it or not, but until the point where I had to graduate from university and I was stressed out to the max and I had to finish my papers without falling asleep, that was when I started drinking coffee, because I had to, just to stay up. But I never really did, or I never really enjoyed it that much. But now I do it once in a while. It's kind of like a ritual, you know, when it's a rainy day or something. I feel like it's nice. I'm addicted to coffee. Okay, nice. Like most people, I guess. I feel like most people are hooked on coffee, which I kind of understand. It's definitely a good flavor, and the older you get, or the older I get, the more I understand why some people drink it every day. When I was like 20 or like 22, I was like, why do people drink coffee every day? Like, why do they need something to stay up? Why are they not always full of energy? And you know, at 22, I could be up all day and all night without even thinking about it. But not saying I'm old, but you know, the older you get, definitely not getting younger, the more I understand why some people, or why people drink coffee on a daily basis, because yeah, it's not as easy anymore to stay up all day, all night. Not saying I'm staying up all night, but sometimes you just got stuff to do and you don't want to take a nap. I hate taking naps. Not saying it's not nice to take a nap, it feels good, but my Germanness doesn't let me take naps without feeling guilty about it. It's a very bad trait in my opinion, because it's dangerous to have that kind of mindset, because taking rest and knowing when you need rest, or accepting that, is actually really, really important, I think. And not having that, or kind of having that blockage, it's kind of a little bit, I don't know, it's not good. That's unfortunately how it is for me. I can't take a nap. I love the taste, but I definitely am addicted to. Okay, so you definitely need it then. I got you. I don't know if I will ever be at a point where I would say I would need it, because I never grew up with it, you know. My family drank it, but I love the smell. It's very nostalgic for me, because just, you know, my dad making coffee in the morning, and just that smell is just a very comforting smell. Just something about it. It's just very special. And just more like the ritual of making it for me. And, you know, that's what I like. Just taking those like 10 minutes of my day, just make a coffee, sit down and drink it. I think that's what I like the best about coffee. And but you can also do that with tea. I know Shuriken does that a lot, and I do too, but I'm in my coffee phase since the last 2 weeks or so, so I'm enjoying coffee right now. But I definitely always prefer tea in general, I guess. And yeah, the taste is just delish. Do you drink it black, Christopher? Just like that? There's if you have an Aldi where you're at, they sell German coffee. So if the American coffee or the normal coffee doesn't work on you anymore because you're so used to it, try the German coffee from Aldi. It's definitely very strong. It wakes you up for sure. Or I don't know about you, you're probably already very used to it, so I don't know about you, but it wakes me up. By the way, Saturday, I am going to the Renaissance Festival No, Sunday. Saturday or Sunday. One of those days. Tomorrow? It's tomorrow, wow. Time flies. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, I'll be at the Renaissance Festival. And just got reminded that because of my mug, it is from the Renaissance Festival in Tennessee. So super excited, and I can't believe it's been a year that I've been there. Feels like it was like 3 months ago. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm just gonna drink my coffee without any sugar or milk today. It's a little strong, but trying to stay away from the sugar, so black coffee it is. I have this oat creamer, and I didn't read the ingredients, and usually I do read the ingredients of everything that I buy. You guys know me already. But it has a weird flavor. Like I can taste the sunflower oil, and I hate the flavor of sunflower oil. And it's like the second ingredient in here, and baking soda, by the way. Nothing wrong with baking soda, but it's weird, like what stuff is in here. Pea protein. Yeah, it tastes very okay. I wouldn't get it again. Yeah, black coffee it is. My house could be burning down and I would grab Jefferson and my coffee pot. Nice. What kind of coffee pot? Do you have one of those ones with the paper filter on top, and then it just drizzles down into the glass one? Kind of like this, but the one with the machine, you know, where it drips down? You know what I mean, I guess. The standard coffee pots. I really do like these French press because you can bring it for camping, and I can also make my green tea, the loose leaf tea in it. So it's good for multi-purpose, and it's super quick and simple. And I can make like a smaller amount of coffee easily, you know, instead of having a big one. But if you're addicted to coffee, you probably want to have like the whole teapot full of coffee. But with the French press, you will need a water kettle to boil your water, and every German has one of those at home. Old percolator, stovetop style. Oh yay, okay, very cool. That's what my dad used. That's how we made it at home. We do have one here. Let me see real quick. Our friends gave us that one, but I haven't used it. So new, it's a huge one, and none of us drinks that much coffee. And like I drink coffee, like I said, super rarely, like occasionally. That's why I prefer my little mini French press. Oh, it's not mini, it's like for 1 or 2 people. But yeah, I like that, and it's a glass. And still have to try this one out though. But in Germany, my family used the smaller one for coffee on the stovetop. Yes, okay, nice. Prost, Christopher. Prost, everyone that's watching. And I'm gonna feed Oscar pretty soon. He didn't eat his food this morning, so I have it over here. See if he's gonna wake up. Use coffee maker for a convenience store. I mean, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's gotta be quick and easy. I always boil my, one thing I like about this water kettle up there, I can change or choose the temperature I want the water to boil, because for different things you want different temperatures. So you either want to have it like boiling, or for tea you just want to have it lower temperature to not burn it. And for coffee I like to not boil it and do it at 193, I think. Not that I'm trying to be so specific, but my water boiler has those specific settings. It's like 193, 212, and then 176 or something. So there's different steps that you can choose. But yeah, I'm gonna check my fridge now, and then I'll be back on later and make some dinner. So if you guys wanna join me, please feel free to do so. And if not, I wish you all a wonderful day and evening. This is Christopher. You probably know those bottles too well from Germany. With those lids. Just wash that. My oldest daughter grants her beans though. She likes a lot of cream, but I like black and strong. Yes, I like, it's tasty with cream, don't get me wrong. Like people that say black coffee tastes better, either really coffee connoisseurs and they really know what they're talking about because they like the flavor of the beans. But I would say most people would probably enjoy it with cream and sugar more than black. And I do grind my coffee beans too. It's super easy actually. So please don't mind this mess over here. So I got this little thing over there. So I fill the beans in here. If I don't have coffee that's already ground, my friend gave me one. But if I don't have it, I use the beans and I put them in here. Put the lid on and mix it in my magic thing, NutriBullet, Magic Bullet, whatever it's called. And I prefer that because it definitely tastes a bit different, I have to say, than I'm using the already ground coffee. But I'm not a coffee connoisseur at all, so don't listen to me. But I feel like it tastes a little different, but not hugely different. You remember them? Nice. Probably from, not the lemonade, but probably from the beer, I believe. There's this one beer brand, it's called, if only I remember, it has a boar on it, like a wild boar. And I think killer beer, like basement beer, if you translate it, pretty sure. And it has this plopping thing on top. And I just love it. Just like opening them, and when the steam comes out when you open a beer with those things. I think it stopped raining. The sun is coming out now. So that's my call to walk Oscar real quick before the next line of storms is coming through Tennessee. And I'm enjoying my coffee meanwhile. And probably take that out with me when I walk around. You mentioned lemonade mixed with beer. That sounds good. Yes, this is actually lemonade, or that was originally lemonade from France. Good old Aldi has all the European stuff for the European people living in America, so sometimes they have some good imported stuff. And yeah, Radler, in Germany we like to drink beer with lemonade in summer. So like in my community post that I made yesterday, where I told you about May 1st. In Germany, May 1st is a federal holiday, so everyone goes hiking on May 1st. But it's not just a hike, so don't let it fool you. It's not just because they want to be outside and in nature and all. It's part of it, but May 1st is like basically our Labor Day. So we all have the day off, and everyone gets drunk on May 1st. Not everyone, obviously, but a lot of people get drunk on May 1st. And since beer can be a little bit strong, for us, beer with lemonade basically counts as a soda or like a pop or whatever you want to call it, wherever you're from. So it's like our energy drink. When we go hiking, we drink lemonade with water. It's called Radler. If you translate it, I think it would be called a bicycle, like someone is cycling, or a bicycle person. Someone, how would you say that in English? is that a word for it? Like someone riding a bicycle. That's what it means. Because a lot of people that are riding a bicycle wouldn't be able to drink a beer because you have to follow the traffic rules, right? You can't have too much alcohol in your blood when you're driving a bicycle or riding a bicycle. So Radler is a good way for the people that don't wanna get drunk but still wanna enjoy beer. So they drink lemonade and beer, like a mix. I drink lemon water a lot. Thank you, by the way, for reminding me. And that's good, that's very healthy. But you just reminded me that I have so many lemons in my fridge still that I have to use because I bought so many because of this miracle berry that I bought, or my husband bought, that makes everything that's sour taste sweet when you eat it. So you have a little piece of the berry and everything afterwards tastes just super sweet. So I bought some lemons and eat a piece of berry and then I drink that lemonade. I remember the older gentleman working in our post drank a cold one every day at lunch. Yeah, that is very normal. Yeah, drinking beer is very normalized in Germany. So like in the other post that I made the day before, the 1st of May, when I talked about the Feierabend beer, which means celebration evening beer. In Germany, people after work will drink a beer that's called celebration evening beer, if you translate it literal. So it's a very normal thing, I would say, unfortunately, because it can be a little bit tricky to drink a beer every day. I don't know if it's that good, probably not. But it is a very common thing, especially for people in the trades. When they're physically very active, they come home and drink an ice cold beer after work, and it's called celebration evening beer. So it is a very common thing in Germany. So it is really not a stereotype. So there are some stereotypes that people have about Germans when they think we all wear lederhosen and eat pretzels every day. If I am in Germany, I will probably eat a pretzel every week, but not every day. But it also depends on where you're from. But us drinking beer often is definitely not a stereotype, I'd say. That is definitely pretty accurate. But yeah, it really depends where you're from. So if you're more countryside, then yes. If you're more like living in a city, working a job at a bank, then probably not so often. You know what I'm talking about? There's like definitely some differences. Remember a beer machine in Frankfurt on street corners? Yeah, the vending machines, yes. Or you can buy beer at the bakery, So I always say that we don't really have a lot of fast food in Germany, but we have bakeries at every corner. Christopher, you can probably sing a song about that. So there's a lot of bakeries everywhere. And even bakeries have a fridge where they sell beer. So people after work can get a pretzel or a bread roll, like a stuffed bread roll or bread roll with cheese and all that after work or during lunch. And they can get a ice cold beer right from the fridge. So it is very normal. Or train stations, you would find that everywhere. And there's a few cities that implemented that non-drinking in public thing, but usually in Germany you can just drink on the street and you can just sit down in the park or everywhere and have a beer or some wine or whatever you want. Actually, it's very liberal in that way. Meat shops as well. Yes, we have butchers and bakers everywhere. That is very true. And as absurd as that sounds, you probably haven't been in Germany in the last 5 years or so, Christopher, I assume. Or maybe you have, but there is, I don't know if it started 5 years ago. I think in my head it started 5 years ago, but it's probably even longer, probably more like 10 years. But there's vending machines now in Germany where you can buy sausages, which is so absurd to me. So especially in villages when you don't have a supermarket there and you would have to drive a far way to go and go to the supermarket in another village or town. Little villages now implemented that thing where they have a little vending machine for sausages, eggs, and some ready-made meals that are usually very meat lovery, like a lot of sausage-based products or meat products for like older people, you know, that have a hard time to go shopping. As long as he wasn't being stubborn, but I left us alone. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't get in trouble with the Polizei. They're usually pretty laid back in Germany, I would say. Also, yeah, it depends, but yeah, I'm glad you didn't get in trouble. And just talking about it now makes me miss Germany a little bit, you know, just going to a bakery, getting a pretzel, a butter pretzel, which is a pretzel, it's cut in half, and then there's a big layer of butter in the middle, like ice cold butter. So good. But yeah, sometimes I make them myself and buy some frozen pretzels if Aldi has them. Oh, by the way, this is not an advertisement. I'm not paid by Aldi or anything like that. I'm actually more of a Lidl person than Aldi, if anything. But here in Tennessee, we only have Aldi. But Aldi has German Week now. I saw that in the advertisement earlier. So it's German Week at Aldi, and I bet there's some good products there that I wanna get this week. So I'll check that out, and I think I might film that. Would you guys be interested in that? Me going to Aldi and do like a German food haul at Aldi and show you what I would buy, like the good stuff, and like in my opinion. And there's definitely some items that I buy every single time when they have German Week. And it is something sweet, and yeah, there's some really good, interesting things at Aldi during German Week. And also some that I'm really not that fond of, where I'm like, why are they saying that here? Because it's not very popular, or not very, like even in Germany it wasn't really common to have that or buy that. So I wonder why they have certain products here in Aldi in America. But yeah, been talking for way too long now. I have to wake up Oscar now and walk him while the rain stopped. And I'm gonna finish my coffee on the walk, I guess. And then I have to feed him, and then I'll be back on later and do some cooking. And yeah, if you guys want to join me, feel free to do so. Can't even talk anymore. And if not, I wish you all an amazing evening or day. I mean, it's still early. In my head it was already evening because it was so dark outside during the storm. I guess that just confused my appearance of time. Are you okay? There's some funny people out here sometimes. Yeah, interesting people out in this world is like, yeah, always very surprising to see how different people are. It's funny that Marco gets the same questions like, are you stressed? I just wonder why. But yeah, I'm gonna wake up Oscar real quick, and then I'm gonna go for a walk with him. Oscar, I'm gonna go walk. Okay. It's gonna rain soon. I know, shit. I'm gonna be sleepy. Sleepy man. But we have to go before it rains again, because today is gonna be on-off rain all day. And now that it finally stopped, we probably have to go now before it rains again, because he hates rain. He gets really grumpy when it rains. Are you ready? Are you ready, Shanti? Okay. Alright, see you guys later. Bye everyone. We're gonna go for a little walk now.